This afternoon, San Jacinto County issuing a disaster declaration because of all that heavy rain. The order says more than 10 roads are flooded right now, and the Trinity River is anticipated to continue to rise, posing a threat to road access. It also advises residents living below the Lake Livingston Dam to voluntarily evacuate the area. As a result, Shepherd ISD and Cold Spring ISD are closed tomorrow. Right now, heavy rain continues to hit the Houston area. Crews are working around the clock to clean up downed trees. And in Lake Conroe, people had to be rescued from the high water.
Here's a live look outside. On your right there, there's rain falling over the Galleria area. And we're tracking slick roads right there on your left.
We've got team coverage with Jason Miles and Troy Kless covering areas near Lakes Livingston and Conroe.
And meteorologists Pat Kavlin and David Paul tracking the heavy rain. Pat, let's start with you.
All right, let's just get you in with a look at radar first and see what's going on. All this heavy rain lifting across the area. We are starting to get a couple breaks in there, but in downtown Houston right now, torrential downpours. We'll get to that in a second. This is the area that has fared the worst so far through all of this. Areas north and west of the city, but you can see the rain is now filled in into northwest Harris County. Farther to the south now, catching a break through southern portions of Colorado County, getting into Wharton County as well. Still some heavy rain out towards the Garwood area, getting out towards Galveston. You got a light shower right now. You had some heavier rain earlier that has now moved off towards the east. And you can see this big slug of rain now going east on I-10 out towards Beaumont into Louisiana, where they're also dealing with flooding. But for us in downtown Houston, boy, this is the worst spot right now. Something we haven't said in quite some time. Thankfully, Houston's really missed out on the worst of this, but you're getting a terrible downpour getting into the east side of the city right now, down 288, about to catch the Gulf Freeway. And this heavy rain is putting down some pretty good rainfall totals. Over the last 24 hours, this is what the rain total map looks like. These are all radar estimates. Just over an inch in the city, over 4 inches, though, down towards Brazoria County. Same deal up towards Huntsville, 4.5 inches. Check this out, though, 6.8 inches over Brenham. And when you look at it over the entire storm history, over 11 inches. We're getting about 6.2 inches up towards Navasota, 6 inches in northern Harris County, 6 inches in Brazoria County. And Dave, the worst of this is just an unbelievable 15-inch bullseye here to the south of Brenham, 9 inches up in northern Washington County, 7 for Navasota, over 8 inches in Huntsville, and the rain is still coming down. The big question on everyone's mind, when does it end?
Well, we're going to get another round of rain. We're in the middle of one right now. We'll get a break from that, then another one comes in tonight. Let's take a look at future track. Here we are now with the rain across the area, heaviest rain right in downtown right now. It weakens a little bit going into 6 p.m., but still widespread rain. All roads are wet and many high water spots. Now check this out. By 10:30, we're getting a break. There goes round number 1, but you can see behind me round number 2. That comes in late tonight. A line of thunderstorms around 2:30. That will be racing east. Now this may put out some strong thunderstorms. We may have some pretty strong gusts of wind. Any loose objects should be moved in because we could have some strong winds as that blows through here in the wee hours of Thursday morning. But here's the thing. This should be the end of it. Before sunrise, most of that line has pushed east. We clear out before noon. And I think the sun's going to come back out tomorrow. We'll take a look at how much more additional rain we're going to get overnight tonight with that next round of storms, talk about the threat, and how much improvement we're about to see as we wrap up this work week. Guys, back to you.
We need some improvement. All right, thank you so much, Dave. Our team weather coverage continues as we monitor the water levels in nearby lakes. Troy Kless is live near Lake Livingston.
And Jason Miles is near Lake Conroe. A dozen or so people were evacuated from homes there, huh, Jason?
That's right, guys. Take a look. This is McDade Park, normally an amenity here west of Conroe, until the West Fork of the San Jac River decides to overflow like it has done today. As you can see, the park pretty much completely underwater and nearby neighborhood swamped as well. Take a look at some video we shot just within the last hour or so. This park sits off FM 2854, which was temporarily closed until just a few minutes ago. That's when rescue crews wrapped up an evacuation operation for the time being, at least. They may be back later. Homes along Steve Owen Road specifically, that road is impassable, so the homes are affected and in danger of flooding, though I'm told no homes have flooded at this point, but the water is getting very close. Folks were brought out on boats this afternoon near this park. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported.
So as of right now, we've removed about 11 adults, 1 infant, 5 dogs, and 1 horse.
I was going to say I saw a horse.
Yeah, so we were able to retrieve one of the horses. Another one, of course, didn't want to be caught. So we were able to get it to an area where it is able to get to high ground and kind of ride out the rain.
Take a look at this pretty dramatic video. The actual release of water up at the Lake Conroe Dam. At last check, that release was 16,000 cubic feet per second. To put it into some sort of perspective there, we also saw the Sand Jack rising near Kingwood earlier today as well, and we're told an access road, some of you may be familiar with it, underneath the East Tex Freeway could be closed as well, or would be closed at some point today. Meanwhile, back here at McDade Park, the area will continue to be monitored throughout the night. Some residents who decided not to be evacuated will be checked in on, and they may have to be rescued at some point. For now, reporting live near Conroe, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
All right, let's hope they leave in time. Thank you so much, Jason.
Troy Kless has been in the Lake Livingston area all day. That's where San Jacinto County officials have just issued a disaster declaration. Troy, that information coming into the newsroom about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, that is right, Ron. And just about an hour ago, we could actually hear the sirens here at the Lake Livingston Dam indicating that those gates did open a little bit, and you could see that the water continues to rush out into the Trinity River, and that is why emergency officials in San Jacinto County are worried about the rising levels of the Trinity River at this time. So again, take a look at some video that we shot earlier this afternoon where you could see the water again just continues to go downstream, and then you could see it was pretty foggy at the time, but it has since cleared up. So the Trinity River Authority announced that it increased the release of water to more than 71,000 cubic feet per second. That was around 3 o'clock. Now that's due to the local rainfall we've been experiencing and seeing in this area. Residents in low-lying areas again urged to evacuate, but that is voluntary at this time. Now back here in Polk County, where we spent most of the day, take a look at video of crews that were bringing in several dirt trucks to fill in a road that was washed out overnight. That was over at Crystal Lakes West Road, where again crews were on scene since early this morning. Again, after that road was washed out, it's the only way in and out of the Crystal Lakes West subdivision. Now, crews on scene told me they had to cut a trail down and drive in with ATVs to reach the homes in the area, and there are several residents there, and I'm told they were given the option to evacuate to a nearby shelter.
They all had voluntarily evacuate if they wanted. They all chose to stay right now. So, but if they call us, we'll, come get them if they want to evacuate. But hopefully we got this going again by this evening. But I make no promise on that.
And that shelter, again, is open at the Dunbar Gym. It's a voluntary option for people who want to leave or if they can't reach their homes right now. But I will say we did learn around 3:30 that the road was open to local traffic only. So, again, we were told that, again, the roadway management was trying to work on this all day, and it appears that they are making some progress according to the Office of Emergency Management. But we'll be here at the Lake Livingston Dam, and we'll have more new information for you at 5 about that additional release of water that we mentioned at the beginning of this report. Live on Lake Livingston, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.
Okay, thank you so much, Troy. Make sure to download the free KHOU 11 app. You can track radar in real time and turn on notifications so we can send you the latest weather alerts.